I choose to look however I want to look on my platform, and I owe nobody an apology, says Nkechi Blessing. Actress and producer and entrepreneur Nkechi Blessing was one of the dignitaries that was invited to the 50th birthday shutdown of Obi Kubana in Abuja over the weekend. And well, for that event that attracted the timber and the caliber of people from all sectors of the economy, we have governors, we have top pastors, we have actresses, influencers, we have ambassadors who decided to rejoice with the very amiable and highly successful businessman Obi Kubana, who is known to have fantastic interpersonal relationships with people across business concerns, humanitarian works, and everything. Of course, being invited to such a place is a big deal. And trust Nkechi, she did not fall short of attending, not just in attendance, but she was high in spirit, happy, rejoicing. Of course, when you go to rejoice with someone, you have to go with high spirit, not just to go and drab the whole, atmosphere over that. And she did, minding her business and doing her thing. But before we knew it, we saw a video online, actually on Daddy Freeze's page, where she was just a very few seconds video short where she was happy that the Freeze decided to, how, I like someone for a minute. He did a lot of that on his page, if you check on Daddy Freeze's page. But the one where he highlighted Nkechi's blessing zone, now he bring a lot of reactions. And trust Nkechi, today, Monday, she decided to come out and answer people, because really, the comments under that video on Daddy Freeze's page is one that, could bring somebody to depression. Because not everybody is kind with their words. The social media space in recent times have become highly toxic, where some people just drop some comments and you'd be like, why are you dropping this kind of comment? Would you like such to be dropped under your own video? How do you take it if it's done to you? Or if you don't have a good comment, why not just scroll past? But like we said, different strokes for different folks. And let's share.
Only the freezer to be very cold. Where is Eniola? You see that expression? I love it. We're outside. Give me a name.
Good morning, by the way. Now listen. I just woke up now and I am starting my week with serious basketballs, and this is how I choose to start my week. And what I'm about to say is, how you see me on other people's page is solely your business. Your father's business, your mother's business, your whole generation business. You see, on my own page, I will post how I want you to see me. And another thing, you see my filter, I will never stop using it. If you have a problem with it, take it up with God. It is none of my business. And to those of you that will now come on my page and write, we don't see your real face somewhere, go there, because I will block you straight. I know say the block you don't go compare anything for your body, but it will give me peace and my mental health will be in check, that I have blocked the people that wants to stress me. That is why we have a block button for a reason. The things that you don't want to see on Instagram, you block it. It is my space, and I will control what I want on my space. I will say it again. How you see me, Nkechi Blessing Sunday, on other people's page is your business. Okay? It not consign me. I swear to God, it not consign me. I will post how I want you to see me on my page, unapologetically.
Let's check a few of the comments that made her come out to do this video. The first commenter said, "Dear Daddy Freeze, please kindly delete this very video and post the ones taken with Auntie's camera. You and I know she won't like this very one. Thanks for your understanding." Another person said, "Oh, she's so beautiful. That hair is on point." Another said, "Madam, try born no, even if it is one. Time no day, cause you are looking older than your age every day." Another said, "But she's still beautiful." Another person said, "She looks different from the pictures she posted on her page." Another said, "This is my real page, with laughing emoji." Another said, "She's definitely not the same person I just saw on her page few hours ago," with laughing emoji. Another said, "She's pretty," with love emoji. Another said, "Omo, this auntie done old though," with covering the face emoji. So those are some of the comments. The comments are, they are much, and of course people are still dropping their comments, and which was just dropped yesterday. The video just dropped yesterday, and that's why she decided to do this video today on a Monday. But the cocoa is that the truth is, anybody who has a phone, I believe, and a camera has filter. However you want to appear to the world is your business. Honestly, in 2025, if you're expecting somebody to look the way you expect them to look, then you're still in La La Land. There are a lot of comedians who decide to use Snapchat chat features. They decide to use whatever filter they have to look however they want to look, and that's fine. If you want to look anyhow, you're the only one that owe yourself what you want to look like. And when it comes to this age shaming thing, I think it's something that people should be very, very careful about. Remember just last week when somebody dropped on Genevieve's page that this auntie done the old though, and Genevieve said, I don't pray this prayer for you. That means pé wallow ni dagba. Genevieve will be say she know they respond normal. When she know they talk, she had to give a line. Reset your brain to factory setting. Tó bá kọyín láti ilé yín tó jẹ́ wípé ẹni tó ti dàgbà kẹ́ máa ní alágbájá don dey old o. It's that means you don't pray to go old. Do you expect anybody that maybe you've known in movies for the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years to look the same to you? Even in our different families, is your mother, your father, your aunties, your uncles, are they looking the same way, the way they looked when you were a baby or when you were younger? So sometimes when young people drop those comments, you just feel like, but when you see mature people, middle-aged men and women dropping those kind of comments, you just be like, emotional intelligence is fún yín ni. Ṣé wọ́n faṣọ jó yín lẹ́nu ni? It's not to say Nkechi is like she doesn't have whatever. At least she's just coming out of the issue of fún wọn pátá or fún wọn pátá runs girls kan tó allege, But let's treat issues as they come. However Nkechi looks in real life is her business. And she never born. How is that anybody's business? If mature people, like I said, cannot be sensible when they are dropping comments, then who is going to teach these younger ones that you don't drop people's comments? You don't drop such comments to people. That's why you push them into depression. Abroad superstars, Rihanna, do you think all their pictures is the way they look exactly? Are you joking? Do you know the amount of filters they use in their pictures and videos for them to look as if they don't even use the bathroom? This is 2025. Let people look the way they want to look. It's their choice. Even when you go for your photo sessions, photo shoots, photo shoot. Do you think they are not going to edit the pictures to look the best that they can bring out? This is 2025. Don't push people to go into depression. In fact, it was that Genevieve's own that was really touchy. For Genevieve to come out and, to drop that response. I pray I don't wish you the same. Kò ṣépè o, but ẹni tó bá gbọ́n tó kàwé tó kọ́gbọ́n orí á mọ̀ pé ó ti ṣépè fún ni pé o ò ní dàgbà nìyẹn. Tó bá sọ pé mi dàgbà, ṣé Genevieve wá jẹ́ pé ẹ lọ wo ẹni tó drop comment yẹn. So sometimes let's be humane on how we drop comments. Everybody is battling with a lot of things, and how people look is their business. If you cannot drop something reassuring, if you cannot appreciate them, scroll. Emma forí képe. It's becoming too much. Even the quietest of the quietest Genevieve, for her to drop that line, and the social space should not be that toxic. But like I said, Nkechi decided to wake up today. On what side of the bed she decided to wake up to, and decide to put people in their place. You can go to her page. Of course, she has her own fans who are like, don't mind them, ignore. But I think we should be sensible enough when we are dropping things on people's photos or their videos or however you want to look. Get your own phone, delete your filter, because your filter is done. Anybody do borrow a phone, do the video, they hire the phone, they hire the camera features, and you can use whatever you choose to use. This is 2025. The real.